and me's 30s.
Woo! Let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of and me's 30s.
Woo!
Yeah, so we're super excited. And just so you know, this podcast will be just gathering women that are imperfect to chat about life's lessons, healings, wounds, development, growth, failure, and so much more. And we're here to share our stories in hopes to encourage other women to live their best life and to embrace their mistakes. We are Latina women and we're in our 30s. My name is Linda Mendoza.
And my name is Christina Acevedo.
And we're just so excited to be here today. Just FYI, me and Christina are BFFs. We've known each other for 15 plus years. And we're just thankful, excited, all the above.
Woo!
To even be in our 30s, man.
Yeah, so today we'll be doing a little introduction and share a little bit about ourselves, who we are, and how we met. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram, go ahead and do that ASAP so you can go ahead and follow up with all of our new updates.
Yes.
In mis 30s.
En mis 30.
So let's get started, Linda.
Let's do it. Okay, yeah. So to be super transparent, we know that if you have been following us on Instagram and our social media, it was a trio. And unfortunately, our third leg, Cindy, was not able to continue on with En mis 30s. There's a lot of things going on. Cindy, you know, we love you. We understand. Life is hard, man. So just know we're always here for you. You have an amazing soul and we just te queremos mucho, amiga. Okay? Like I mentioned, me and Christina have known each other for 15 plus years. I mean, this is my girl right here.
15 años. Yeah, so since we were about 15 years old, wild teenagers, I'd like to say. Do you remember, Linda, when we used to go to so many parties until the sun used to come up? Well, oh my gosh, we shared so many memories, a lot of stuff in common. Wow, God was working through it all.
Right.
Through it all.
Yeah, girlfriend, seriously. Yeah, so me and Christina met en mi quinceañera. Although I didn't have a party because my parents didn't believe in quinceañeras. But it was my 15th birthday.
Woo!
Yeah. And I called her a few days before my birthday. I didn't even know her. I called her and her sister because I heard that she helped out another one of our amigas.
Real ones.
Yeah, like this the realest of the realest. Like, cause my girl, she's just like wasted. She was basically stranded, and Christina and her sister stayed behind and helped my girl out. So my girl had told me about it, and I was like, yo, like, this is the type of people that I want to kick it with. This is the type of girls I want to hang out with. So I called them up and I invited them to my 15th little get-together that I was going to have with my friends. So that night, they came over to Oakland, and they took care of me.
Woo!
Like, they took care of my other girl. And I'm just really lucky and thankful that they were there that day, because it was one of those, you know, I mean, I was 15. It was crazy.
We spent the whole weekend together, and then after that, I had to move back to the hood to Oakland with my new BFF. That was amazing. After that, we were inseparable. We have so many memories that we're going to be sharing with you guys. So, sideshows, all of those stuff. You know, we had to take care of one another in the streets. You know, it was really tough watching each other's back out there. I just remember us wearing tons of makeup, just piles of clothes in the trunk,
Right.
and in our rooms. And, you know, it was a lot. We were young, and, you know, we thought we were grown-ups, and we were really broken young teenagers.
Yeah, absolutely. We were really broken.
Trying to figure it all out, right?
Yeah, totally. Like for me, it was tough, man. I started when I was 14. My mama kicked me out, and she kicked me out one day. She found out I had snuck in my boyfriend, and like, my parents are super strict. They're like those Mexicans, really strict people. Okay, they said, no puedes tener novio, those type of parents. And when they found out that I had a novio, my mom was like, you gotta go. Your dad cannot find out. I'm not even gonna tell him I caught you with this guy. I'm just gonna say you ran away. So that happened, and I had to go from one friend to another house, and then finally, I met Christina. My mom,
I
you
remember
know,
those days.
yeah, that was tough. My mom, when she had me, she was 14. So when my mama kicked me out, she was 30. So, I mean, ella tenía 30 años, like we're in our 30s right now. And me and my mom are super cool right now. I much respect for her. We understand that life is tough, man.
Yeah. Wow, Linda, I could totally, relate with all that. I started running the streets when I was 12 years old. I remember my first time getting drunk, out in the grape vineyards and learning how to, hold my alcohol, from parties and kicking it with the older crowd. My cousin was actually 19 years old and probably about 21. I mean, we were buying alcohol, so I just remember getting wasted. I had to learn to drive at a young age, so I wouldn't be stranded around, grown men, Luckily, I never got into car accidents and I was able to make it home safe, So I just remember all of that. And, after that, going to continuation school, that was really rough. Really tough, taught me a lot in life. And, I can't believe we made it this far, Linda, really.
Girl, I'm telling you, man, it was tough. But we came out of it. We're here now. We both moved from the Bay to LA, baby. We're here. We wanted to follow our big dreams and our goals that we had in our 20s. And here we are.
Wow, Linda. I remember all that stuff growing up, man. We really thought we knew it all, right?
I know.
I remember daydreaming, about LA when I was younger. I always wanted to be in Hollywood. But today, here we are. We're right here, Linda. We made it, and this is only the beginning, really, when you start living.
Yeah, for reals, man. Like, awesome. It's awesome that we're here today, but Hollywood is not as glamorous as you think, right? It's all a movie, right? I remember when I first moved out here to LA, man, no one could stop me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to follow my dreams and I'm going to buy me a van and I'm going to live in the car.
Sheesh.
Yeah, girlfriend. And that's what I did, man. And I was staying in Inglewood in my van outside of the gym. And Inglewood was not like gentrified as it is today. It's a big difference how it was when I first moved out here about 12 years ago. And then I would stay outside of Hollywood and the Denny's and I would go in Jack in the Box. I'd brush my teeth. And if Oakland was tough and if Oakland was ghetto, Hollywood was just a whole different type of vibe. And it was real tough too, man. I remember when you came out, I was finally settled. You visited me a couple of times.
Yeah, I came out here a few times, and when I actually moved out here, I actually moved in the valley, so I was super thankful about that, Linda. I'll never forget that because you were actually doing property management at the time, and you're with little Angelito, so that was a big change for me. When I first came out to Los Angeles, I was kind of struggling. I was trying to find gigs. We had to get out the hood, in Oakland, and we came out here, and I was looking for any gig really. So I started working in a bikini bar and tried to do the college thing. I'm sure all of you guys tried that out. For some of you guys, congrats, but it was really hard. And then after that I went into background acting, and it's not easy getting booked. No. It is a struggle, so don't think it's easy. You got to really put that work in. So I'm just so thankful I ended up getting an office job, and then going to Rocky Peak. That's what really saved me, Linda. I really thank you forever for that. So thank you so much, girl, for introducing me to churches down here.
It's all destiny, man. Rocky Peak, I love Rocky Peak. It's a church that we both attend to, and it's been now how many years?
7 years. Yeah. Wow, Linda. I recently got baptized in 2020. There was, the Holy Spirit. I felt like Jesus really, was knocking on my door. He really wanted to build a relationship with me, So I got baptized and I started listening to worship music really in my car. And then after that, I just jumped right into getting baptized. And I felt like I needed a renewal. I needed a change. Mm-hmm. I felt like, something was too common in my past life. And I felt like I needed to shift into a new life. You know how that is, Linda, right?
Yeah, girl, totally. Yeah, definitely. I remember when I first moved out to LA, I was so broken. I was so lonely. I was staying in my van by myself. I was like, this Bible right here, I ain't going nowhere without it. I need to carry my Bible everywhere with me because I was so scared. And I had met Christ when I was pregnant. After even through, the whole 14-year, when I got kicked out and whatever, I got pregnant when I was 19. And then I came out to LA and I discovered this church church called Oasis. And that's kind of what brought us together into starting this podcast, because we were doing this virtual connect group with other gals. And do you remember like when you guys came out here and then like we went to Oasis together like 12 years ago or
yeah,
something?
Linda, I remember that like it was yesterday. So it was about 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and my sister and I came to visit you here in West Hollywood, and we woke up one morning and Linda's like, oh, I'm getting dressed to go to church. And we're like, okay. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to church today and we'll do something later. And I thought we were gonna come out here to party, pop bottles, and that wasn't the same Linda. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, like I knew that I'm sorry for being like pushy and all, but I just like knew that like you guys needed to feel that love of like Christ, like, because I needed it when I was so down, and I knew that you guys probably were still broken, and maybe like, like I just knew that I needed like take you guys to receive that goodness, because God loves us so much, and man, his love is so good.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I know. So when we came to this Oasis Life group virtually a couple years ago during the whole COVID season, I mean, by this time we were already grown. We were already living in LA. Ya teníamos 30 años. We were grown-ups. We are grown-ups in our minds right now at 30 years old.
Wow. I remember getting into a little argument with you. I simply didn't want to talk to you for weeks at a time, but I remember that I was a part of a group chat, and it was via text, and I would get messages popping up on my phone. One day I was serving at Rocky Peak, and I waited till I got off the campus, of course, and I text, get me out of this chat. And God was definitely putting us through a challenge, shall I say, and, nobody listened to me to get me off of the group chat. So right after that, I just knew there was something going on there, and I needed to, see what that was.
Surrender, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I was just so thankful when I saw you responding to that text, because like, you were ignoring me for a while, and I was like, where's my girl? And then finally, you responded. And I mean, nobody was going to get you out of a group chat, because if y'all know, when you start a group text, it's not that easy to start a whole new text, like, or eliminate someone from the group chat. So
let me get you out. Hold on. Let me put my time in to get you out.
That ain't gonna happen. So anyways, I was just very happy when I saw your response to come out. That was for like a hike that we were gonna do, and that's when we met Cindy, and we all finally got to meet a chance, like to meet face to face.
Yeah,
because the whole COVID thing, it was like, I don't even remember, we were wearing our masks, but I'm pretty sure probably were in the beginning. I don't know, but anyways, so it was crazy how like we started chatting and talking and chopping it up and whatever. And like, we're like, dude, we all have all these battles that we overcame, and it's been through Christ, and here we are. So then, we're like talking about an idea of a podcast, and here we are today, right?
We are here, and I wanted to share with you guys 3 things. So something good, something that we are working on within ourselves, and something that we are struggling with. Linda, go ahead and go first.
Man, all right. So something good. I can say that I've been keeping up with my workout routine. I've been pretty successful at just continuing to go to the gym consistently. I went to the gym about 276 days last year, just FYI.
Dang, you want to get technical? All right.
Yeah, like I'm actually really proud of that. Those like abs is so friendly to like keep track of things. And this year I've already made it to the gym a little bit more than half the days of the year. So I'm really happy about that and proud. Something that I'm working within myself, I guess, is like my bad eating habits. Like, I'm the type of girl that you give me some Lay's and some tapatio, I could eat that all day. So I don't think I've had, some Lay's and some tapatios in a bit. And I'm pretty proud about that. And then something that I need to work on myself is like forgiveness. Because, people in the past have hurt me and whatnot. So it's really hard. So
yeah.
How about you?
Something that is really good that's happening in my life is I'm a licensed life agent. So it's something I'm really, really, really proud of myself. That's something I accomplished. And something I'm working on is my weight. I'm trying to work out more. And, with that, it conflicts my confidence sometimes. And something that I'm struggling with is entrepreneurship because I definitely want to finish school, go back to school, and jump into real estate. So, yeah, Linda.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. We're always working on something like every single time, right? Every single day, we're like juggling here, juggling there, and I mean, struggles are an everyday battle.
Every day.
Yeah, it's like so natural, but we gotta be tough out there, and we're here today, and I'm just so thankful and honored that I get an opportunity to be alive and share my life with you gals. Like seriously, we made it through the crazy teenage years.
So thankful.
Made it through our 20s struggles, and now we're in our 30s. And so, enough about us, señoritas. I want to get to know y'all too. So, please share with us your experiences. Please share with us your stories. If you need encouragement, DM us. Seriously, we want to hear y'all.
Yeah, so call 1-800 in these 30s. The first room in the call will be able to win prizes. No, but for real, go ahead. Feel free to email us and DM us, okay? It's very important for you guys to be able to share your guys' stories also. We want to give the floor to you beautiful ladies out there. So, chicas, hit us up, and we'll be having some guests also. So, go ahead and follow us on Instagram on In Mis 30s. Okay, chicas? We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, we love y'all, and we'll see you soon.
And this is a safe space.
Yes.
Woo!
In Mis 30s.
Let's go.